Yeah, that one, like I said, has been in the works for a couple years now, and I could have been finished with it by now, but why rush it? I'm trying to get an understanding of it. And when I say I'm trying to get an understanding of it, what I mean is all of the areas of the canvas all together need to mesh well. So if there's one particular area I don't like, I don't want to overwork it and then end up with another area I don't like because I overworked this one and now this one is up to such great detail that I got to make this other area here look equally as detailed. And I did that to myself already, which is why it's taking me a lot longer, because I started with the window and I spent a great amount of focus, not necessarily time, but focus on that window and the inset of the window. Given that the wall is stucco, I had to work my medium to make it appear as such. And then the wall having an inset window, I had to work with masking and some other stuff just to get that window to be inset and have a highlight, making it look like a glare or a reflection of light coming on the window. Step back and look away from it and it's like, wow, I really painted that window. And then I had some other elements that I wanted to be equally as detailed as the window, but the background is a little bit too textured to do that because I didn't mask those areas off like I did the window when I put my base coat down, because I was so focused on having that window. I didn't take into account the fact that I didn't want a rough texture in the other areas where I was trying to paint the flowers and the vegetation. This piece is inspired by 3 monkeys. So I call it that because it was. Got this little ceramic piece with 3 monkeys. One has his mouth covered, one has his eyes covered, and the other one has his ears covered. So it's, see no evil or speak no evil, hear no evil, whatever order you put them in. I put them in the order of speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. So this one is speak no evil. So he's got eyes, he's got a nose, ears, but no mouth. Just the letter N. Okay. The second piece has no eyes, just the letter O for no. And the third piece has no ears, so he can't hear, You can't hear the evil, he can't see the evil, and he can't speak the evil. Inspired by 3 monkeys. And this is all recycled wood from another job. I was working at the Botanic Gardens with another artist, Christy Duckworth. We were doing this huge mosaic butterfly in the ground. And a lot of the construction that had been going on around, a lot of wood just thrown away, so I'm back there looking for supplies. I'm picking them up. It's like, you can't throw this away. I used it, there it is, inspired by 3 monkeys.
In addition to his artistic talents, he also writes poetry, and through his words, he's able to express and articulate an outward manifestation of his ideas, beliefs, loves, and wisdom.
Meditate, balance your chakras, get centered, be straight. Relax your mind, take yourself to a peaceful place. I'm talking solitary bliss where nothing stressful gets past the threshold of gold. We controlling this. Vanquish the red mist of anguish with my spiritual gifts. They give me strength to uplift the creator of gifts. Double helix in the mix, intertwine and twist.
And when it is time for Gerecho to relax his mind, regenerate and recharge his energy, he finds peace and solitude down by the river.
Coming through the woods, not worrying about anything at all. Just being, existing, like the water, like the rocks, like the trees. And just understanding that everything in nature or in the universe, everything that was created by God is all connected. We're all one. A united, unified being, so to speak. So that makes it easier for me to be creative, because I guess I can pull a lot of energy down here just from nature and the atmosphere. It's like recharging myself if I were a battery. I just admire God as an artist, because I look at what God has created and know that everything I create is pretty much a fabrication of what God has already done. Can't ever master what God has already done as an artist. So a lot of times I just sit down here and reflect on God's artwork, you know. I don't know, I think my main goal as an artist would be to inspire all people to think individually, you know, not to be so controlled mentally by society or the media or what everybody else throws at them, you know. I have a lot of people sometimes tell me that when they look at my work, they see energies or it just makes them feel good, or sometimes they feel activity even in their brain just from looking at my work. And that, I won't say to me is enough, but it's very, very, very good for me to get that kind of feedback from people in regards to them looking at my work, you know, because it lets me know that I'm transferring good energy, positive energy from myself to the next person through my artwork. And ultimately, that's what I want to do.
Gerecho Delaney is a gentle, creative giant that shares his love for art and his talents with others. He teaches art classes and is involved in the community. He visited one of his original art paintings, long covered by age and time.
I feel good coming back and it's still here, and nothing else has been sprayed around it, but I know that's because everything's grown up around it, you know, all these bushes and whatnot.
It is not only the way he blends the elements and his ability to present his ideas in a visual form, but it is often how he emphasizes the importance of confidence and creativity when creating art.
Don't think about becoming an artist. Understand that you already are an artist and cultivate yourself as an artist. Then it's all the easier. I mean, it's never easy, period. I won't say that it's easier, but it becomes a smoother path once you look at yourself as an artist, as opposed to look at yourself as someone who's trying to become an artist. Because you'll never be an artist if you're always trying to become one. Realize that you are one, and in each day, you are creating something. Even if you're creating a smile upon that person's face by the way you interact with them. It's a matter of creativity. They're upset. How can I make them happy? Be creative, you know. So you are an artist. Know that and deal with that.